Anyone for tennis? Welcome back to another episode of Old School. This is Top Spin 4 on the Xbox 360. A few of you guys have requested one of the Top Spin games in one of my previous videos. I can't remember which Top Spin, but I've got this on the Xbox 360, so I thought, let's play it. Yeah, I've played one of the Top Spin games before, but I don't know which one. It was a long time ago. I really enjoyed it. I love tennis games. I'm not really a fan of tennis. If it's on, I will watch it. I used to watch Wimbledon, like, religiously every summer, but not so much these days. But as a sport, I do enjoy it. I like playing it. Okay. Right, I'm not bothered about any of that. Let's just play the game. So, game modes. King of the Court, Top Spin Academy. Let's check out the career. We'll play a little bit of career just to see what it entails, and then I'll jump into an exhibition game and see what tennis players there are to choose from here. It's probably got everyone, hasn't it? Past and present, I would imagine. Anyway, yeah, tennis games. I think Super Tennis is probably my favourite tennis game of all time on the SNES. Incredibly simplistic in design, but still a ton of fun to play. You know what I'm going to call my player, guys. Anyone who's a regular to the... or to any of my videos will know that I'm going to call this dude a Mr. Frey Bentos. Very childish, I know. And you know what nationality I'm going to choose for him? Spoiler, it's in South America somewhere. Date of birth. I'm not going to tell you guys my date of birth. I'll let you have a guess. If you guess right, or if you guess my age in the replies, I'll let you know if you're correct, but I'm not going to give you my date of birth. Some things are sacred. Enter a resident. So what does that mean? Well, I know what residence means, but like in this context. I'm in Greg's, if anyone wondered. Yes, I'm childish. Okay, so there's my player. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I was looking for some form of ponytail for him. Morphology? Maybe? Oh, no, that's his body. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll stick with this hair. This guy's hair actually is a lot more like mine. I don't actually have a ponytail, even though I talk about ponytails a lot. Oh, I love all this kind of thing. I think this is the Top Spin I have played before, you know. I think I rented it out from Love Film. If anyone remembers that service in the UK, used to rent out discs. They'd post them out to you. It was weird, really, looking back. Okay. That'll do. Let's get to the gameplay here. In regards to reviews, I checked reviews before I started recording. This got 8 out of 10 on Xbox 360 everywhere, basically. Apart from GameSpot, they gave it a 9 out of 10. I don't know how to get out of it. Save and quit the player creator. I thought it was going to save and quit the entire game. I'm silly. Yeah, 8s everywhere, 9 at GameSpot. Famitsu gave it a 28 out of 40 on Xbox 360. Like, I didn't even know the Xbox 360 sold any units in Japan, which is quite unusual. I think like 2 people owned the Xbox 360, didn't they, in Japan? I mean, the Xbox never does well, does it, in Japan? It's always PlayStation and obviously the Nintendo systems. Anyway, back to Top Spin 4. Or Top Spin 3. Is it 3 or 4? I should know this because I fired up the game. I think it is 4. I'm going to have to mute this music, guys, because it's Daft Punk, I think. The Funk. Their first ever single. Off subject a little bit, but Daft Punk, I love their first album, Homework. But I hate everything they did after it. I don't like The Sorcerer. I don't like the funk, or rather the sort of more commercial sounds that they went for. I like their first album. It's very underground sounding, very It was banging. It's great. Anyway, the Sorcerer got in touch. I gotta say, I found that a bit cheesy. I wonder if there's going to be licensed events in this, in the career, like Wimbledon and stuff. It doesn't look like there is. Maybe they haven't got the license for that. So you got proper players. I just saw there, Andy Murray and Nadal, etc. Who did win Wimbledon this year, guys? I haven't kept up with tennis, you know, for years. I couldn't tell you who's, like, good these days. Yuri Denisov. I'm assuming this is a real player, but, like, not a very good player. I'm looking at his attributes. Yeah, you could tell from his stats there he's not the best. He's a level 3. I'm a level 0. I love any game that, or where you start off as just at 0, essentially, and then you've got to build your way up. That's why I love the F1 games. Just starting as a nobody in F2, then going up through the ranks. There we go. This looks nice. Looks nice for its time. I love the Xbox 360. What a console. A lot of people's favourite console I've been noticing of late. I watched Steve-O. I like Steve-O's channel. But I watched him interviewing the YouTuber. Oh, I have played this. It's so nice to play. The animations in this are fantastic. This is 2K Sports at their best. Yeah, I was watching Steve-O interviewing for his podcast. He does a weekly podcast, I think. It's weekly. It's not daily, is it? And he interviews Penguin, whatever his name is, who I actually think is a very likeable fella. His videos get like 1 million views every time, don't they? But he's a very down-to-earth fella from what I can gather. Anyway, long way of saying that he said his favourite console of all time is the Xbox 360. Oh, because of all the, because of the fantastic library of games. I'd agree with him. It's not my favourite console of all time, but it's up there. But yeah, Top Spin. When was the last time we had a Top Spin game? Was this it? Did we get one on Xbox One and PS4? I need a tennis game in my life again, guys, now I'm playing this. Because this is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant game to play, this is. This still looks ahead of its time, in my opinion. The close-ups don't. The replays and that kind of thing, they've aged. You know, they look their age, I should say. But this here, the way the players move, the way they run left and right, the sound effects, everything about it, the audio, just the general gameplay and the graphics, it just all looks so realistic. But it is... I don't think this is a sim tennis game, is it? It's very accessible. I mean, look, I can play it. It can't be sim. I couldn't actually tell you what sim tennis games we've had, if any. Love that, how he slides across the clay there, and you can see the clay just flicking up on his trainers. Love this. This is cool. So the buttons on the 360 controller, I don't know the names of tennis moves or whatever they're called. But like, I know one's called lob, isn't it? I think lob is mapped to triangle here. Basically, it's the same layout as Super Tennis on the SNES. Oh. It does make me wonder if the developers of this were influenced in any way by the incredible Super Tennis. I mean, Super Tennis is universally praised. Yes, it is. I'm going to go back to that word. It is simple. Very, very simple. But the execution of what it's trying to do is perfect. That game is jump in and play tennis, and it's very challenging, and it's loads of fun. I'm not very good at this. I will get used to it, I'm sure. Let me know your memories with the Top Spin series, guys. Let me know your favourite entry into the library of Topspin games. This is the only one I think I've played before. Oh, it's nice. But I just tested the lob there. It's definitely Y on the Xbox controller. He just smashes it. Where is it? Oh, it's not going to show it. Anyway, like I said earlier, let's get to the front menus here and do just an exhibition game, I guess. But with a pro, with one of the proper players. That's Boris Becker, isn't it? That guy there. Like I say, my tennis knowledge is not... It's not even, like, novice. It's below that. Even though I used to watch Wimbledon every summer when I was a kid. Pete Sampras was my guy. He was my dude. I used to love watching... I loved his style, the way he played. He always used to have baggy shorts, which I thought was cool when I was a kid. Anyway, maybe I'll be able to play him, or play as him. I was going to say something else then. Yeah, play as Pete Sampras in the exhibit. That's him there, isn't it? Or was that just generic tennis dude? Was that Venus or Serena Williams there as well? God, they were good, weren't they, the sisters? They were incredible tennis players. Okay. Good soundtrack. It's a good soundtrack, I gotta say, but you guys won't hear it because it's licensed music. I'll put some of my own music in the background. It's probably gonna be dodgy, but it won't get me into trouble. There he is. Oh, Bjorn Borg. So yeah, it is players past and present, because obviously these players did not all play in the same era together, did they? I don't recognise all of these, but I recognise most of the players. Right, okay, Andy Murray. Let's play on grass. Has it got Wimbledon? I don't think it's going to. No, it's got London Tennis Club instead. Yeah, there's no licensed events by the looks of things. It's all fictional, which is fine. Because it hasn't even got the Open or whatever it's called in the US Open. Or is that golf? I don't know. But it's indoor, isn't it? On a blue surface. On a hard surface? I know it's definitely indoor, because that was the other tournament I would occasionally watch. This is cool, though. I like this. Yeah, this looks nothing like Wimbledon.
London Tennis Club for today's exhibition.
Welcome to the London Tennis Club. I want 2K to make a football game to compete with... Oh, look at this. To compete with FIFA or EA Sports FC 25, whatever it's going to be called. I can't even be bothered to watch the trailer, which has just gone live as I'm recording this. I just can't be bothered. It's just going to be the same old crap. Anyway, it's Pete Sampras v Andy Murray. Oh, it really feels different now. I mean, obviously we're on grass and we were on clay earlier, but it's... Oh, the attention to detail is... I mean, yeah, it just puts this tennis game ahead of others, in my opinion, but it is arcadey in a sense. It's so accessible just to pick up and play, and that's why I love it. Ah. Come on, Pete. One thing I used to cringe at in Wimbledon, and I am a British person, I'm an English gentleman. I enjoy cups of tea, and I enjoy strawberries. And I enjoy quaffing ale. But no, serious. Wimbledon every summer was the Henman Hill. That hill outside of Wimbledon, or just outside of the courts where all the British fans would sit. And just when they were in the crowd, they'd all shout, "Come on, Tim! Come on, Tim!" Oh, I used to hate it. And that's probably why, thinking about it, that's probably why Pete Sampras was my guy. I was like, nah, I'm gonna support the American dude. He looks cool. He hasn't got people shouting, "Come on, Pete!" Yeah, I'm not very good at this. Oh, I heard someone shout something there, but I don't know what they said. Maybe it was, come on, Andy. He was good, Andy Murray. I say it with past tense because I don't know if he plays anymore. But he was a good player. Boring guy, though. He's probably lovely and not boring at all. It's just what I got from him. He's like a James Milner sort of person, isn't he?
30-15.
But yeah, a damn good tennis player. I don't think Henman ever won Wimbledon, did he? He tried 100 times, but I know Andy Murray did. Oh, here we go. Oh, it always gets me. That always gets me. I always leave too much space on the right-hand side there. I'm not using any proper tennis terminologies at all in this video, guys. I am aware of that. Oh. Ah, that's nice. I mean, I've always enjoyed sport in general. And I'm always willing to learn the rules of any sport. Like, even cricket, which I'm not a fan of. I like playing the video games, and I loved playing it in school. So I've always been really interested in so many sports, I guess. Oh, even darts. Like, I can't watch darts on TV, but I'll happily play it, and I'll happily play the video games. Oh, here we go. I'm not too sure about these little notifications that I'm getting. I'm sure you can turn off that trainer. But they're too soon and all that kind of stuff. I don't like that. It puts me off. Too late. It puts me off. Here we go. Got him. I love this, guys. Fantastic tennis game this is. Is there a better game than this tennis game? Because I know this is very highly regarded by many, many critics. So, yeah, like I say, let me know. Specifically console rather than PC. I like to kick back of an evening and just fire up the PS5 or the Xbox. Or the Switch. I can't see there being any good games, tennis games on the Switch. Like, I'm on about serious games with real players and stuff, like, not Wii Tennis. Even though I loved Wii Tennis. But yeah, I can see why it's got 8s and 9s out of 10. It's just loads of fun. Oh. There we go, I'm getting hang of this now. This is cool, yeah. That's a quick look, though, guys, at Topspin 4. It's definitely Topspin 4. It says it on the top left there. Again, let me know your memories with this game. And let me know if there's any other tennis games you think we should feature on this channel. I mean, Dave and I did take a look at... It might have been Actua Tennis on PS1. It's dreadful. Which surprised me, because Dave and I both loved Actual Golf, and the actual footy game we quite liked as well, but Actua Tennis, dearie me. Anyway, yeah, Topspin 4, it's fantastic. If you like your tennis, give it a try. It's awesome. Look out for more content coming to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon.
Fifteen all.